Hi everyone, Trishna here. So in today's video, we're going to talk about another tip to help you detach from the outcome whenever you're trying to manifest your desired reality using the law of attraction. Now, I've already mentioned the tip that I'm going to be talking about in a few of my other videos, but they've kind of been embedded in different videos and I want to make it its own separate video and its own separate topic. So I've already talked about, and I believe I mentioned this in the first video I posted on the law of attraction recently in this whole series, which I think was originally called The 3 Secrets to Manifesting Whatever It Is That You Desire. So in that video, I mentioned how, we have this higher self side of us, or, if you want to look at it as the universe, or if you want to look at it as God, whatever term you want to use for that collective consciousness, that like divine intelligence that surrounds us and gives us our life force and all of that. That divine, that higher self version of us lives at a higher dimension than we do. And so, if we in our 3D reality, if we were to look down at the 2D reality, we would be able to see everything. We would know the shortest path to any direction. We would know how everything functions, how everything works. And that's just because we're seeing everything from that higher perspective. And we just understand how all the bits and pieces work together. And, we have this higher intelligence to that 2D level world. But if we were to live in the 2D, looking up into the 3D, trying to explain how the 3D world worked, we would miss out on a lot. We wouldn't really understand a lot. Something would show up over here and then all of a sudden it would disappear and then show up behind us and suddenly show up in front of us. And we wouldn't really understand how that was working because there's this whole other axis of movement that we just don't even really know exists. And so, when you're at a lower dimension trying to outthink or outsmart or outfigure out the higher dimensions, you're always going to be missing something. You're never really going to understand it all. You're never going to understand how it works or be able to really see what you can see at that higher level. And that's how our higher self works as well. It lives at a much higher dimension than we do. And so it understands how everything in our reality works, and it can see the fastest path to anything that we desire, anything that we want. It just knows, and it also doesn't just understand what it is that we want and where we want to go. There's also a lot of other people on this planet all trying to desire and create their own realities, and sometimes they're going to be parallels. Sometimes there's going to be connections between what they want to create and what we want to create, and the universe knows that. It knows who we need to be paired up with. It knows how we can both meet. It knows when we need to meet, when we're both along our path at the right time to be able to meet. So there's a lot of other factors at play that we just don't see from our 3D brains or limited single life perspective that the universe, the higher self, can see and can orchestrate for us. The universe is always orchestrating the perfect sets of circumstances and the perfect sets of possibilities, opening them up to us to be able to go after if we so desire. So that's something that I like to think about whenever I'm trying to detach from the outcome, whenever I'm trying to make something happen faster than I want it to, or like I want something to happen faster than it is happening, or I'm trying to, I'm being too, my clutches are way too into whatever it is I want to happen. That's the way that I kind of detach, is I remember that, like, there is so much more going on than I realize from my limited perspective, and I know and I trust that the universe, is working on my behalf to orchestrate the perfect situations at the perfect time that is just going to blow my mind, and I trust in that, and I can let go, and I know that it can see more than I can, and I know it's on my side because it's me. So that's the tip for you today, is understand that the universe works at a higher dimension and has a lot more information than we do about how things operate in the world around us, and to trust it and give it up to them because it knows how to make things happen in the best possible way and in the fastest time. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. If you haven't already subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like button and leave me a comment if you have any questions, and I will see you in my next video.